The story of Atlantis has captivated humankind for centuries. From the writings of Plato to modern-day explorations, the legend persists. It's a tale of a magnificent city, advanced and powerful, with technologies and knowledge that seemed almost magical. Swallowed by the sea in a cataclysmic event, its legend sparks our imagination and curiosity. Could such a place have truly existed? Or is it merely a story, a myth passed down through generations? The idea of a lost civilization with technology and knowledge surpassing our own is both intriguing and unsettling. It challenges our understanding of history. The allure of Atlantis lies in its mystery, a puzzle that beckons to be solved. It's a puzzle with pieces scattered across history and myth, waiting for the right clues to come together. Some dismiss it as pure fantasy, a cautionary tale about hubris and the fall of civilizations. Others see it as a real place, lost to time and disaster, waiting to be rediscovered. The name Atlantis evokes images of towering buildings, advanced technology, and a society both wise and flawed. A utopia that met a tragic end. We are drawn to its promise of forgotten knowledge and the tragedy of its fate. A story that resonates with our own fears and hopes. The search for Atlantis continues, fueled by a desire to uncover the truth behind the legend, to find evidence that could confirm its existence. Was it real or simply a figment of our collective imagination? The debate rages on. The answer, perhaps, lies hidden beneath the waves, waiting to be discovered by those who dare to seek it. Our journey into the heart of the Atlantis mystery begins with Plato, a renowned Greek philosopher whose works have intrigued scholars for centuries. Around 360 BC, he wrote about Atlantis in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, which have been the subject of much debate and fascination. These dialogues are our primary source of information about this enigmatic island. Plato describes Atlantis as an island nation of immense beauty and wealth. It was located, he writes, beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which we now know as the Strait of Gibraltar, a gateway to the Atlantic Ocean. Atlantis, according to Plato, was a powerful empire with vast influence. It possessed a mighty navy and a well-equipped army capable of great feats. The Atlanteans, Plato tells us, were originally virtuous and wise, embodying the highest ideals of their time. They were gifted in art, science, and technology. However, their ambition grew unchecked. They became greedy and power-hungry, leading to their eventual downfall. Plato's account of Atlantis is detailed and vivid, painting a picture of a once great civilization. He describes the city's layout, its grand architecture, and even the customs and daily lives of its people. But were these descriptions based on fact or allegory? Scholars are divided, and the debate continues to this day. Plato paints a picture of Atlantis as a paradise. The city was said to be laid out in concentric rings. These rings alternated between land and water. Canals connected these rings, allowing for easy navigation. At the heart of the city lay a magnificent temple dedicated to Poseidon, the god of the sea. This temple was adorned with gold, silver, and precious stones. The Atlanteans were skilled craftsmen and architects. They built palaces, temples, and public buildings of extraordinary beauty. Their technology was also advanced. They had running water, indoor plumbing, and a system of hot and cold baths. The island was abundant in natural resources, including gold, silver, and orichalcum, a mysterious metal unknown today. The Atlanteans used these resources to create a prosperous and sophisticated civilization. According to Plato, the downfall of Atlantis was swift and terrible. The Atlanteans, corrupted by their power and wealth, angered the gods. They became aggressive and expansionist, attempting to conquer lands beyond their own. Zeus, the king of the gods, decided to punish the Atlanteans for their hubris. A cataclysmic event, possibly an earthquake or volcanic eruption, shook the island. The sea rose up, engulfing Atlantis and its people. In a single day and night, the once great civilization vanished beneath the waves. Plato's account serves as a warning. It reminds us that even the most powerful civilizations are not immune to disaster or the consequences of their own actions. Section 5. Searching for a Ghost City. The legend of Atlantis has inspired countless searches throughout history. This mythical city, first described by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, has captivated the imaginations of many. Explorers, archaeologists, and treasure hunters have all been drawn to the mystery. Each group, driven by their own motivations, has embarked on perilous journeys in hopes of finding the lost city. Some have sought to prove its existence, while others have hoped to uncover its lost treasures. The allure of Atlantis has led to numerous expeditions, each one more ambitious than the last. However, despite numerous expeditions, no definitive evidence of Atlantis has ever been found. The search often ends in disappointment, with empty excavation sites and fruitless dives. The lack of physical evidence has led many to believe that Atlantis is nothing more than a myth. Scholars have debated its existence for centuries, with no consensus in sight. Some argue that Plato created the story as a philosophical allegory. They believe it was meant to convey deeper truths about human nature and society. Others suggest that it may be based on a real event, such as a natural disaster that destroyed a Minoan city on the island of Santorini. This theory posits that the legend of Atlantis could be rooted in historical fact. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the search for Atlantis continues. Modern scientists and explorers use advanced technology to scan the ocean floor and explore underwater ruins. New technologies and discoveries keep the hope alive that one day we may finally uncover the truth behind the legend. The quest for Atlantis remains one of the greatest mysteries of our time. Section 6. Atlantis in the modern world. The legend of Atlantis continues to fascinate us today. It has inspired countless books, movies, television shows, and video games. The image of a lost city swallowed by the sea has become a powerful symbol in popular culture. Atlantis represents the allure of the unknown and the fragility of civilization. Its story serves as a reminder that even the greatest empires can fall. The legend also speaks to our desire to explore the mysteries of the past. From Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea to the Disney animated film Atlantis, The Lost Empire, the legend has been reimagined and reinterpreted for generations. Atlantis continues to capture our imagination. It fuels our curiosity about the past and the possibility of advanced civilizations lost to time. Section 7. Where could Atlantis be? If Atlantis did exist, where could it have been located? Many theories have been proposed. Some believe it was in the Atlantic Ocean, as Plato suggested. Others place it in the Mediterranean Sea, the Caribbean, or even Antarctica. Some researchers point to underwater structures off the coast of Bimini in the Bahamas. They suggest these might be evidence of Atlantis. However, these structures have been identified as natural formations. Others look to the Rishat structure in Mauritania, a circular geological feature that resembles Plato's description of the city's layout. However, there is no evidence to suggest it was ever inhabited. The location of Atlantis, if it ever existed, remains a mystery. Until we find definitive proof, the debate will continue. Section 8. An enduring mystery. The legend of Atlantis continues to intrigue and inspire us. Was it a real place, a technologically advanced civilization lost to a cataclysmic event? Or was it simply a story, a cautionary tale about the dangers of hubris and the impermanence of power? Despite centuries of searching, the mystery of Atlantis endures. The lack of conclusive evidence only adds to its allure. Perhaps one day we will uncover the truth behind the legend. Until then, the lost city of Atlantis will continue to captivate our imaginations. What do you think? Was Atlantis real? Where do you think it could be? The mystery remains open.